Hi guys, you are listening to the CattleStrength podcast. If you enjoy this show, don't forget to give it a share. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much, Rhys. This is my training time, so...
I thought this would be a wonderful chance to give the millions of listeners an opportunity to hear KP's story on her origins, where she started.
My origins.
Yeah, where she started and plans for the future and how gym pony's going. Take it away, Katie.
So I start from 6th of June 1990 or...
When were you brought into this world?
So I was actually born in Guildford.
Were you?
Yeah, in Surrey.
That explains the posh accent.
Yes. Mum and Dad are both Welsh.
And the twang.
And my dad used to holiday in Aberystwyth, so they ran a company in England, decided that it was too stressful. Life in the south, like east of England, was very raw, which is why I still hold on to this accent, I think. And basically, he holidayed in Aberystwyth, so they decided they wanted a bit of a more laid-back life, so they bought a house here when I was 10. And the deal was, I said, if we move to Wales, away from my friends, can I have a pony?
Oh,
so I got a pony.
So that's how it started.
Yeah, and then one pony multiplied quite significantly, and yeah.
Is that the mansion in Penwch now?
No, we bought a different mansion in Kilkennan, which was actually not a mansion. It was very big, but it was very run down.
Kilkennan Manor?
Essentially. And lived there for 15 years, and then they bought the other house. Just my nan, my grandfather passed away, so my nan moved up from Surrey, and they bought the house in Penny, like she kind of bought it, and there was an annex where she lived.
Ah.
So I worked at Welsh Prin & Cobb for 5 years, from 19.
Do that.
I was a receptionist. Hello, Welsh Prin & Cobb Society. Very boring. But I met a lot of contacts, and that's when I started training show horses part-time professionally.
How old were you when you got your first horse?
First day-to-day horse, 10. But
What's
first, like, pay,
day-to-day horse
like a client paying.
No, like a horse. Like any sort of horse.
Oh, 10.
10?
Yeah.
Because my daughter wants one now.
Yeah, I did start riding when I was about her age. On and off.
I can't get myself to do it. They scare the shit out of me.
They're not as scary as a cow, and you're used to cows.
No, they are, Katie. Like, if you get kicked by a cow, it's fine. Like, you can manage it. A kick by a horse, you're dead. Head's coming off.
No. I've been kicked plenty of times. Broke my nose a couple of times.
Yeah, exactly.
Dislocated shoulders. I think she could start now.
You know, if you can milk horses, like, if you could, there would be a lot of injuries on the farm. Do you know what I mean? Whereas when you milk cows, like, farmers get kicked all the time. It's no big deal. I wouldn't put my head next to a horse. Do you know what I mean?
No, I have been kicked in the elbow by a cow, and it did hurt. I milked once in my life.
It hasn't got the same effects as a horse, and these horses can snap, can they?
No, I think you just need to know a horse.
Oof.
You need to go and learn to be a cowboy.
One of my clients, you know, Dom.
Yeah.
Big bad Dom. Shout out to
Shout
Dom
out
if you're listening. He was telling me his missus was in with the horses the other night. The fireworks had gone off.
Oh, yeah.
Just went berserk.
Yeah.
You know,
Some do.
Unpredictable animals, aren't they?
Mine don't.
Dangerous things.
Mine don't. Mine just look and they go, wow.
Do they?
Yeah, they don't really care.
I just they scare me. You know. So would you give one to Lola?
Yeah, if Lola wanted to learn to ride, but I don't have anything at the moment now because I sold the one that I wanted her to ride. Shout out Cinderella.
Where's Cinderella gone?
So the little girl that was riding her this year, her mum bought her as a surprise in the sale.
Did you spoil it?
No, she knows.
The kid was
the kid was riding her at the sale, and the mum bought her online, like an online bidder. Yeah, it was a very nice moment actually.
Does that explain the Maserati in the car park with you today?
No, that explains the fact that I'm still driving my father-in-law's car, which I crashed last week.
Onto that, what happened?
Sorry, Richard Thomas.
Shout out to Richard Thomas.
Reversed into basically I drove here on like nearly zero. I was really stressed. Drove into the thing, no diesel, had to reverse around. Then just but I can't really explain what actually happened. But a few people saw it and
you just heard a bang.
Yeah, I heard a bang and
stopped.
Got a bit of a sore neck.
I hear Richard's claiming for whiplash, is he?
No, Richard actually that afternoon then went to Aberystwyth and parked up in Ford garage car park in the lay-by, and a lorry turned up and reversed into the back of his van. So twice in one day he got hit.
I spoke to him yesterday. He said he's got whiplash and he's off work for 6 months. But
Oh,
I'm guessing he hasn't told you yet.
sorry,
He'd have a
Richard.
letter in the post, I'd imagine.
I did tell him I'm saving all my PT cash for him.
Poor Richard.
Poor Richard. So then, I just carried on riding horses. Back to the original question. Went
What was the
part-time.
original question?
You asked me how I've ended up how I
yeah.
am in my life.
Oh, yeah.
In between all this kind of horse crap, I did waitressing as well, you see.
Ah.
A few different places. And then decided to go part-time Welsh Prin Cob and carried on increasing my client numbers of horses. And then quit Welsh Prin Cob and did horses full-time. It was pretty successful. Champion, Royal Welsh Supreme Winter Fair, lots of different things.
Shout out to hit this year. But
No, that was in 2015.
oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a multiple
Yeah,
champion then.
Multiple Royal Welsh champion, yeah.
I didn't know this.
And then things sort of ended with my main client, and bit of a dodgy story. I'm not going to go into it, but it sort of affected me quite badly mentally for a long time.
Oh, well.
So I decided to book a one-way ticket to Australia and work there for 6 months, because
Class.
if you have problems, the best thing to do is run away from them. So I ran away from them and went and did more horses in Australia. Was champion national Welsh, like Supreme and National Welsh in Australia. Then I came home and met my husband and started running the Hungry Ram
Nice.
and doing all his race horses.
Been quite an event for 3
Yeah,
years.
basically, the long and short of it is, at 18 I took a gap year and I'm now 34 and still doing the same old shit I was doing at 18.
But you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I do love life.
Good.
Mental health is good as well.
Good. Positive. That's all you need.
That's from fitness,
Yeah.
100%.
Just for the listeners who don't really understand what you mean by training horses, like, would you train the horses to do what?
Essentially, horse showing is like crufts for horses. So it's basically like a beauty pageant. However, I now do the ridden side of it more than the in-hand. So I've been champion in-hand at Royal Welsh with the Section A. And then I've been champion ridden at Royal Welsh with the Cob Stallion. So the ridden takes a lot more work, because obviously you have to train the horse from not being broken to breaking it in. And they've also got to behave. So if you've got like a big, testosterone-filled stallion, you've got to kind of teach it to behave,
Chill out with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learn to have manners and do everything that's asked. But at Royal Welsh, it's the only show in the country that the horses get ridden, as in Welsh horses. The judge actually rides your horse.
Really?
Yeah, so you have to train it so that it can be ridden by somebody and obviously go nicely and feel comfortable, if that makes sense. So he had the top mark of all the 60 horses that day.
Well, that's cool.
Which was made me feel quite good that no one else has ever trained him. I did him myself, so.
Nice, Kate.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
And
Shout out Sonia that owns him. Thank you, friend, for letting me ride him for you.
Thank you, friend.
Thank you, friend.
Friends.
Love you, Sonia. She actually listens to the pod.
Does she?
Yeah, she's listened to all of them so far.
hi,
Only
Sonia.
if she sees if I'm on it.
Well, Sonia, next time you listen, if you could give us a review or a share, I'd really appreciate it. That would go a long way. Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you, Sonia.
It's going to be our first review. Hopefully. She's going to one star. This is shit.
Oh, no. No, she wouldn't. If she sees I'm on it, she listens.
No pressure, Sonia.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, talk to me about the Hungry Ram. How did that come about?
My husband, Mike. Shout out, Mike.
Cheers, Mike.
Cheers, Mike.
Does Mike listen?
He has listened every time so
Well,
far.
Mike, if you could leave us a review, I'd really appreciate it. We've got two listeners.
So he went to Pennuke Primary School, as did his dad, who is obviously Will, Eunice's cousin. Shout out Eunice and Will. Please leave us a
I don't think
review.
my mum listens.
So Mike and his dad both went to primary school there, and Mike's sister, and Mike's grandmother was a cook. Was she your grandmother as well? No, she was. No, your mum's.
I've made this mistake before.
Yeah, hang on. How does it work?
I'm not good at this kind of thing.
So
She's related.
Will's mum
Yeah.
is your mum's brother's sister, I think. Is that right? Something like that. Anyway, she used to be a cook in the primary school when it was open as well.
Does it?
Yeah, so when it came up for sale, Mike decided the old village pub had closed. there was nothing in the village anymore. I don't want the primary school to go to waste and some random buy it. So he bought it and converted it to what is now the Hungry Ram. So, yeah, he originally leased it out, the kitchen, to someone, and he ran the bar side, and I just kind of worked for the people that leased the kitchen. So I'd waitress for them or I'd run the bar. And then COVID came and those people left. So we took back over the whole thing and employed our own staff and chefs. So we've been doing that now for 4 years. I've run it 4 years full time. So, but one thing and after another, you know, COVID we survived, did really well on takeaways, and then cost of living, and obviously the war. Shout out Putin if you're listening. Give us a review.
Cheers, Putin.
Like the oil prices shot up, like heating and cooking, everything like that. Everything just went mad. And then that's come back down a bit, but now obviously everything else has gone up quite significantly. And yeah, we applied for a few grants within the council and stuff, which we were hoping to have got like solar panels, which would have maybe eliminated quite a big chunk of costs that goes out each month. But we were unsuccessful in that, which was a shame, because that could have, I don't know, prolonged us closing, because we are now closing at the end of this year. So
yeah, you think with the council they'd be on the ball in trying to support local businesses, especially in Penwch, because like I said, there's nothing in Penwch. Like it's it's the heart of the village, isn't it? And you take away that from the village, it's a big loss for that small local community. I get that it's not an Aberaeron or Aberystwyth, but it's a big community nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, there's I think the Three Horseshoes in Llangeitho, that's about 4 miles away, that does food, but it's quite a different type of place to us. And there's nowhere else within like 6-7 miles from where we are. We employ we currently employ 3 full-time on and off chefs, one's on maternity, and then like 12 local girls that predominantly it's their second job. They just come because they enjoy working, all like local, speak Welsh. So yeah, they're all pretty devastated really, but...
Yeah, like one thing that hit me, to be honest, when you announced it, obviously you'd spoken to me a bit before, but when you announced it on social media, then everyone sees it on social media, was like the comments of the girls that work there, and I know them well as well.
Yeah.
And they were really like heartwarming, nice comments that, they kind of hit you a bit. Like it was sad.
I think like a lot of the girls that have worked for me have started off quite young, like 17, 18, and have come and have been so shy, like especially little Cats. She'd like... Well, Catherine and Annie. Shout out Cats and Annie if you're listening. Leave us a review. But Cats and Annie, they started really young, and Catherine, I remember, started in COVID. And at that time, you couldn't. People weren't allowed to walk into the building, because otherwise that's how COVID spread. So you had to stand at the door, wait for somebody to come and seat you, and get your details in case obviously there was an outbreak within the restaurant. They would have to ring every person and say, "I'm really sorry, on this date someone has been tested positive," and then all that rubbish. Yeah. And every time someone new came in, she'd look at me, "Can you go?" To me, and I'd be like, "No, Catherine, come on, off you go, you've got to learn." And like now, I mean, at my wedding, she was standing on my bar dancing with me. Yeah. She's that confident now.
She did Harry's Hike with us.
Yeah, she did come for Harry's Hike.
Good girl, Kat.
Yeah, well done, Kat. And Annie's the same. Like she would never greet customers, and now she'll like run shifts for me and stuff. So I think everything I've learned in the Ram, as sad as it is closing, it's been very transferable to here. Like seeing people come in really shy to the gym and now leaving. Like I've had messages this week. We're in week 10 now of 2.0. And people messaging saying like they've grown so much in confidence and stuff. So
it's class, isn't it?
Yeah, really good.
I wouldn't mind me saying this, but like the Ram closing to me just shows like how hard business is in the hospitality area. Because like you look at the Hungry Ram, like you're up there with the best restaurants around in terms of like the quality and the service you provide, and it is busy, like, but only on certain nights and things like that. And like it shows how hard running a business in hospitality is, for the fact that the Ram has to close because it's just the business side of it is crap. It's just hard, isn't it? I don't know where I'm going with this, but
yeah, I think problem is our turnover's pretty healthy. Like it's like we're well over the VAT threshold, and we like take a lot of money. But obviously, this is an example I quite often use: is £25 we charge for a steak. £5 of that goes straight to VAT. That's like your 20% gone. So you've got £20 left. It costs £8 to make the dish. You've got £12 left. staff member, £10 minimum an hour. Okay, you want to sell more than one steak an hour, but obviously you're going to need 3 to 4 people on a shift. So then you're left with like £2, which realistically, electricity, water, heating, like there's literally nothing. Yeah. So if they did do, I think they've done a reduction in the VAT for hospitality back to 17.5%. But if they literally paused, if they paused the VAT for hospitality for just a year, I think that would get a lot of people caught up again. So yeah, it's sad that we've had a crap summer. I can barely remember how many times people are sat outside eating, which is obviously one thing that helps us is the weather. People come into the area, and also you can go away like to Europe now for £300 all inclusive. Why would you want to come and stay in, I don't know, a luxury B&B here for £500 when it pisses down for the whole weekend?
Yeah,
like I wouldn't. I would never holiday in the UK.
Nah?
No.
Fair enough.
Just, no offence. Like, there's some really nice places here, but if I go away, I want to go away and have, like, some nice weather.
Yeah.
I've got no interest in walking in the rain. That's just, I live in Penneath. It's like a cloud majority of the time.
Yeah, I get it. I'm like, the last thing I want to do when I want to go on holiday is off point a little bit, is just do activities. I just want to sit down on a sun lounger.
Yeah.
Sun out.
So you need to go somewhere sunny to do that.
Yeah.
You're not going to holiday in Scotland because otherwise you're going to sit on a bed inside. True. But going back to the ram, it's going up for lease. And it was funny, I took the estate agents round and we were just chatting away, and I said, I think it would make quite a good farm shop. And then we really started chatting about this farm shop situation, and he almost sold it back to me. I was like, this would be really good. I thought, right, this bottom end by the bar, we're going to reduce the size of the tables, have a cafe area. Yep. The bottom end, fridges, shelving, this, that, the other. And I was like, the parking's great. We can do paninis. Honestly, if I don't, it's going to be a farm shop next year. Fuck it. Do you know what I mean? Fuck it. So then I thought, right, who can I get to come and do this? Because I'm now here every day. And I did say, like, if I wasn't here, but I just don't have that. I know, as bad as it sounds, the hospitality thing in my brain now, I'll always be nice to customers. I always will. But it is really draining because some people are really not very nice. We do get some really great customers, honestly. Like,
would you mind sharing like a story of like a bad example?
Oh, off the top of my head, I can't think of one now. I remember once some boys came in during, like COVID when it was open, close. And this group of boys came in and they actually asked me, when they were paying the bill, is there anyone I know that can get them any extras? And I was like, what? And they're like, extras. And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, like stuff, like gear. And I was like, what? Anyway, they literally were referring to me wanting to get them some drugs. They thought I was that type of person. And I was like, I said, you're in a bit of the wrong area here. I said, why don't you go down? I'm not going to shout any towns, but, we know plenty around here where you probably could find some dodgier people. So within about half an hour, I had an email, and my TripAdvisor, someone had created an account within like that last half an hour and wrote some really horrible review about me. So I just responded really, really diplomatically and said, I'm assuming you're the boys that asked me to buy illegal substances for you.
Wow.
Yeah, that was one horror story. Like, the problem is with reviews is anyone, like Dave over here could now log on to TripAdvisor and write a horrible review for me. Do you know what I mean?
Dave wouldn't do that.
No, shout out Dave. If you're listening, give us a review. But yeah, my booking system emails you after you've attended the RAM and prompts you for a review. So those are the ones that I care about. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, reviewers, they grind my gears.
I'm quite lucky. I don't have any reviewers for my personal training.
No,
business,
but you might get them on the podcast.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Anyone listening, please leave us a review.
People love. I think though, no one rushes to, and it's really sad and bad, and it shouldn't be the case. But like, normally people don't rush to give out a nice review, whereas people rush to give a bad review.
Yeah.
Like these knobs of the world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They just want to be negative, and like it's probably because their life is so unhappy themselves.
I think the main problem with people coming to restaurants is the people that leave the bad reviews or expect so much from you are generally people that go to McDonald's drive-through or any drive-through or any fast food or takeaways, which is not eat what you want. You can choose where you want to eat. But they'll only then go out for food to an actual restaurant maybe once every 6 months. So when they come to the Hungry Ram or anywhere else, they then expect that Gordon Ramsay's cooking for them. They're in, and it's here restaurant service-wise. Well, my restaurant is not that. Do you know what I mean? It's just a nice family-run pub where all the staff are girls that just work really hard and are really friendly, and it's just nice home-cooked food. So don't expect Gordon Ramsay to be making you,
That sounds quite nice.
Well, it is nice. It is, I like the food there, but so yeah, that's that.
Yeah,
that's,
well, sorry to hear about the closing. Like, you've genuinely smashed it, and
thank you.
Good memories of the Christmas party there.
Yeah,
Shout
out last year. Yeah, outgrown it a bit this year, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
How are you finding 2.0 anyway?
Oh, good, thank you.
Should we turn the table now? I'll ask you questions.
Yeah, good. Found it very stressful in the first 2 weeks.
No, really?
Did you know?
Well, when you walked out of that staff meeting, I was a bit concerned.
We had a staff meeting, and I had to walk out. I was just too stressed. I had to go get some fresh air.
Multiple times.
No, never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
No,
Stop showing off for the pod.
Yeah, sorry, listeners.
But no, I did find it quite stressful at the start. I'll be honest. I think it's just I've gone from just being in control of everything and like not being in control of everything anymore, and things just getting naturally bigger, which obviously I love, and it is my goal. But at the same time, it's hard, isn't it?
It's hard to let go. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I I think like a lot of gym owners, I think a lot of people get into the gym owning industry, if that's a thing. But like people who want to own a gym as a goal.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them have this vision where they just want to like own a gym and not work. Whereas I'm kind of the opposite. I want to be a part of the business. Like I love the actual coaching and the running the business side of it. So I find it hard to kind of let go and get other people doing things.
Yeah, it's the same like...
It's building trust.
Yeah, like, it's the same like going back to the Ram, is that I never wanted to just be somebody that sat at home every day of the week and just let everyone run it.
I couldn't have had the worst.
No, so yeah, it's hard to... Because sometimes I'd see someone doing something and I'd think, they're just doing that wrong. It's easier if I just do it myself. But you kind of have to learn to let people make a little mistake to then learn that it's actually supposed to be done this way. And then when they've made that mistake, they'll probably then correct it and do it properly.
But I'm on a big learning curve. I'm really enjoying the journey of trying to like work on the business instead of in the business. Like before I was so like intensely working in the business and not having any time to actually work on the business. Now that I've got you and Al and Cam's coaching, like
I know,
shout out to O's if you're listening, leave us a review. But it gives me time to actually work on the business, like start this podcast, for example, or something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, nice to get recorded chatting shite. Are we actually recording, by the way?
Yeah, I think if we're in. But no, it is. It's a big part of what I want to do, and part of like my long-term plan and things like that, and just to grow the brand of CattleStrength and send the right message out. But no, it's getting there. Just I feel like we only opened yesterday, to be honest.
Yeah, it's gone quite fast, the 10 weeks. But then in another way, I feel like I've been doing this for a long time. Yeah. Even though I still feel like I'm learning. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I'm just such an impatient person, naturally, and I can't help it. Like,
Do you think?
Do you think?
My sarcasm, honestly, is so brutal.
I haven't got any patience.
No.
I like things done quickly. It doesn't even have to be perfectly. It just has to be quickly.
Yeah.
And I like, I really want to get things done. Like, I want to get
like our silly reels.
Yeah, like quantity over quality. Just get it done.
Yeah.
I really want to get like the yoga area done and the upstairs done and the sauna done. But
so what's the update on the yoga area? Because, I tell you what, I did see, what's her name? The yoga woman.
Rachel?
No.
The
Pilates. Anne.
Oh, yeah.
I was going into
Shout out to Anne Incha.
If you're listening. I was going into McGowan's Coffee in Aberaeron. Shout out McGowan's. McGowan's.
Not mug.
Shout out.
Muck.
Yeah, but I had it. I had the coffee in a mug, so.
Okay.
No. Shout out to McGowan's. God, it's hard to say. McGowan's. Good coffee in Aberaeron. I was going there and bumped into Anne Henshaw, and she said, oh, do you know anything? I haven't heard from him. I said, oh, yeah, don't expect to hear from him. I said, it is getting there. I think the electricians are about to go in. I said, it's all wooded up. And I said, we've been telling everyone you're coming. She was like, oh, that's good.
Ah,
Yeah.
So I'm guessing she's still keen. She's on board.
Oh, she's lovely.
Yeah, she's lush.
She said, it was so nice to see you. I said, you too, Anne. And that was it.
She's got a really cool presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the girls, we've got Anne Inshaw coming in.
Shout out.
This is, I haven't actually announced this. This is a bit of an announcement.
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, it's good.
Oh, official announcement.
Anne Inshaw's coming in. She's
Shout out as well to James Smith if he's listening.
James, if you're listening, give us a follow.
For the new tonic.
No, Anne's going to run the Pilates for us.
Yeah.
Pilates.
Well, if you're in my accent, it'd be Pilates.
Pilates. Yeah. She's going to run Pilates classes.
Classes.
Hang on, what's up? In the new band opening ASAP. And then we got Rachel Harvey, who's going to be running the yoga. So just two things that I think would massively complement what we do in CattleStrength. And I think the members that we have, just to be able to offer that, I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I'm
hoping I might be able to fit it into my schedule. One class.
And me.
Yeah. Are you going to wear them yoga pants you've got?
On a serious note, now Christmas is coming up. Now if there's... Why are you laughing?
I just never forget in the old gym when you turn up in those yoga pants and you'd like announce to everyone, does everyone like my yoga pants? So I was like, what are those?
Well, they're brilliant.
They do look comfortable.
On a serious note, now if there's any female listeners out there wants to buy their partner a good Christmas present this year that they potentially might not be expecting, something to consider might be Nike yoga pants. Now, in terms of comfort, practicality, these are the best things that you'll ever own. I'm serious. I've had mine 3 years and like they've been through the wash numerous times. They're still exactly the same.
They haven't shrunk.
No.
That is a good selling point.
It's a good investment. That's what it is. It's an investment.
Yoga pants are for life, not just for Christmas.
Yeah. I'm serious. You should get a pair.
I do have a pair of Nike, they're like training pants that aren't leggings and it's a comfortable coaching get-up.
I think you need to go for the yoga range. Nike have a yoga range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Mike if you're listening.
Mike.
Yeah, Mike, to buy me some.
Oh, I think it's a Nike. I think you're trying to say Nike. That's like it's not.
Nike, if you're listening.
Sorry, yeah, I thought it. Yeah.
Mike, my husband.
Mike, yeah.
Shout out Michael if you're listening.
Michael. Mike, good with the Christmas presents?
Very thoughtful.
Is he?
Yeah.
Did you get last year?
What was last year? Oh, I had a Holland Cooper handbag.
Oh, I'm guessing that's a horse make, is it?
Yeah.
Something they sell in. Like,
I've had lots of
something like that.
No, Hannah wouldn't get Holland Cooper because you have to buy too much stock in.
Oh no.
That's how nice it is.
Is it?
Yeah. He's bought me several Mulberry items. One year he got me a bean to cup coffee machine. That was a good one.
That's a good practical present.
He's got me some Doc Martens over the years. He is a very thoughtful Christmas present purchaser.
Is he?
And his sister is actually. Shout out Kaylee if you're listening. I'd like to give us a review.
I bet you're not going to get any fucking reviews of this podcast.
I'm going to tag every person we spoke about.
But I didn't expect that from Mike. No,
he's a very good. 1 year actually in COVID, he bought me a private flying lesson, and then COVID hit again, and I didn't use the voucher, so I've never flown.
I know.
I mean, I've flown in an aeroplane, but it was me actually pilot. But having reversed into Richard Thomas,
you've flown an airplane.
No, that was the gift. It was a 2-hour flying lesson in Welshpool Airport.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I think because we didn't use it, I'm probably now going to buy it for him at some point, maybe.
Yeah,
spoil it.
Edit this out. Yeah, Mike, if you're yeah. Hope he hasn't heard that.
No, he doesn't. He wouldn't mind if I just spoiled it.
Christmas presents are hard, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like every time I ask Katie, my wife, "What do you want for Christmas this year?" Then she'll just say, "Oh, I'm not sure," and then you've got to come up with something. Then
I gave you a good one year. I said to get her a Mulberry. Was that a push present? And you got her a Mulberry.
I did.
Yeah.
Push present.
Mulberry is always a winner. So luxurious, everything. Ooh, the leather smell. Like Mulberry. Hint, hint, Michael. Yoga pants and a Mulberry.
There we are.
Yeah.
Sorted. What? How's Gym Pony going?
Good. Yeah, I've done I feel
clients look like they're smashing it. Like I'm seeing some
really
every
good
time I log in,
reviews.
I see a bloody testimonial and some results.
Yeah.
It's good.
I feel like, I've done, so I got asked the other day to do I'm not very good at talking about myself. This is my problem.
I see you like diverted back to me all the time.
I'm like,
how's Gym Pony going? Good. How's CattleStrength going? Good. How's the horses going? Good. How are the cows going?
How are the cows? Deflection is the best form of evasion. So when did I start? June, I think. Yeah.
Enjoying it?
Really enjoying it. I've had quite a few different events I've done for Gym Pony. So I got asked to do Pony Club summer camp and an adult summer riding camp thing, like just doing like an hour rider fitness.
Class.
And then Welsh Pony and Cob have like little different area associations for members. So I went to Glamorgan and did an hour's talk there, and I'm doing one in Carmarthen next week, I think. And then members are doing really well. I've got quite a few one-to-one horse skills here, so
that's cool.
Yeah, just need to grow a bit. I'm on a podcast on Saturday.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I think her name is the Equestrian Fitness Coach. I think her name's Chrissy.
That's cool.
She's got a big following. She does equestrian fitness coaching, and she actually messaged me and asked. She started following me and said, like, your page looks good and you look like you're doing a good job. Would you like to come on? So
that's very cool.
I know I'm going to have to talk actually about myself.
I know, you can't really deflect too much there.
No, I have to find out things about her so I can just quiz her. Doing...
that's cool, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, just comparing it to, like, when I first started with my online training, it took me ages to get asked to come on a podcast. You know, it's a big thing to be asked.
I feel... having looked back since June, so it's 5 months starting, I think I've done quite a bit already, do you know?
Yeah,
But I think that is, again, deflection with your massive help, honestly. No, like, if I hadn't have had CattleStrength platform, you know, I've got, like, double figures PTs in the week, and if I didn't have CattleStrength or you offering me to do that, then where would I be doing it? On the street?
I don't get a bloody clap after... every session.
Do you want me to clap you now?
Thank you.
Rhys gets really aggy for all of our listeners that everyone claps me after every class that I coach. So now people have learned to clap him sarcastically.
Yeah, I guess sarcastic clap now is a fucking joke.
Or Rhys likes to say, everyone, you've done really well. Then he starts clapping for everyone, and then everyone feels they have to clap, and then he gets a clap. Sorry, Rhys.
I don't get it. Like, I've never... Why do you get a clap?
I don't know. I think they feel sorry for me. No, but CattleStrength's been going from strength to strength as well. We've added a new class on the Wednesday. God, I sound very nasal now. Sorry, everyone.
It's like a cult, isn't it, this CattleStrength?
Yeah, so we are thinking of doing a T-shirt, aren't we? I made it to CattleStrength.
Yeah, just with some click emoji.
But no, I've got a really, really good group of girls. So it's 20 in every session. And always a wait list, which still kind of blows my mind. But people are aged from, I think there's sometimes, Maddie comes on if she's off, so 15. Is she 15, 16? Something like
14.
that. Is that all she is?
Yeah.
Christ alive. And then I've got women in their 50s, maybe 60s. No, I have got people in their 60s, because Eunice comes.
Yeah, shout out to Eunice.
If you're listening. And yeah, they just, like, some have lost well over a stone in the last 10 weeks. Then shout out to Ella. She came up to me one week and said she's been doing CattleStrength twice a week for, I think she told me on week 9. She's type 1 diabetic, and her doctor said her blood sugar levels have been the best they've ever been.
Yes, Ella.
So that made me very happy. Yeah.
I'm quite impressed that she's managed to book into CattleStrength every week as well. It's quite a task to do that.
Yeah, I know.
She's on it. she's one of those people, like, on her phone straight away. Like.
Yeah, they set their alarms, these girls. It's actually quite funny. And then another online client actually told me that her doctor has been so happy with her blood pressure, he's taken off her tablets, and she's been going for 2 months, and she's now lost nearly 2 stone, which, yeah, really good.
That's class. No, the CattleStrength thing is... I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what the word is. When I first thought, this would be a cool idea, I thought it was going to be like a bit of a niche class. You get like
3 horse girls.
Yeah, it's bloody...
Someone that owned a donkey or something.
It's about 20 in every class, with about another 20 on the waiting list every week.
Yeah, and I think only about 7 or 8 of those girls are horse girls.
I think less.
All right. I'm counting myself.
So I coached it once.
Yeah.
Never again.
You said you were quite nervous, were
I
you?
was nervous. Yeah, I had massive imposter syndrome coaching that class.
19th of November, I've got the talk. It's a Tuesday. Doing a bit of admin. Will you cover me?
I'm gonna have to think of that one.
You're gonna have to up your game. You can have sleepless nights already. You didn't get imposter syndrome for that? Come on.
Massively.
God.
I get imposter syndrome for everything.
Yeah, so do I. I think that's why I'm sleepwalking.
Played rugby for 20 years. Took on the role this year to coach Lampter. Massive imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Massive.
I get it quite often. I do get it a lot. I think that is what is behind my sleepwalking. So for those that don't know, I've been sleepwalking quite frequently.
It gets a bit further than sleepwalking. I think from rumours are true that you do a lot more than walking. Last time you started the car, did you, or something?
No, I haven't done that much. I've been coaching in my sleep. So I've been there with my timer, counting how many seconds are left on someone's plank. I've been thinking I was doing battle ropes. So I was battle roping.
We don't even have battle ropes.
I know. We used to in the old gym, but maybe it's because I want it. Maybe I'm manifesting having some more.
I saw it 10 years ago now. I can't understand seeing a battle rope or a step up.
Well, I was battle roping the duvet cover and pulling the duvet cover off the duvet, and my husband's like, Katie, woke me up, and I'm just there. And I'm like, I'm on the battle ropes. She's like, no, this is the duvet. Yeah, it's been quite tiring, and it's only until I wake up and realise I'm not wearing a sports bra that I realise I'm not in the gym. And that's how I wake up. I'm like, I wouldn't be coaching braless. So that's when I then wake up, go back to bed and think, fucking hell, there's something wrong with me.
There is something wrong with you.
And someone did tell me that apparently creatine creates insomnia.
Does it?
So now I'm wondering, is creatine what's making me
No, I don't think I take
because I changed the type of creatine I was taking when I started 2.0. So I take one that's combined with my protein powder.
How many milligrams a day are you taking? Do you know?
400. I'm joking, I don't. I can't remember. I'd have to look. Pack's here somewhere out there.
Like triple dosing it or something by mistake.
Maybe. And that's why I'm literally up at night. Oosh. Got to train in my sleep to get the gains. Oh, dearie me.
We are fun, don't
we? Yeah. Well, thanks for...
Where can the millions of listeners find you?
At gym.pony on Instagram.
Surely if you search Gym Pony, it'll come up.
Yeah, I think so. gympony.co.uk. You can click on there for an inquiry form. You can find me in CattleStrength. At Katy Parry-Evans is my public profile. I'm not private. What's the point?
I forgot to ask you a question of the day as well.
Oh.
I got to ask you. Oh. If you were arrested, what would your friends think that you've done?
Drink driving.
Okay, so we leave it there. Thanks, Katie.
Hey, cheers, Rhys.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.